Hello, welcome to another episode of the Shop Podcast. Today we have Michael Garcia back, and he's bringing in one of his talents. Her name is Maxine Contreras,
Hi.
and she is committed to the movie On American Soil. So, Michael, tell us
Yeah.
about Maxine here. How long have you been working with her?
This is actually going to be the first time working together with her. I mean, I do know her from social media, and I met her. I met her through contacts, and I was looking for a certain actress to play a character on the film. And luckily, she said yes, and she's available, and she actually fits the part that I envisioned. So with a blessing up in the sky, everything is coming together.
Okay. Well, Maxine, tell us about yourself. How long and what got you into acting? How long you been doing it?
Well, I've been doing it professionally for about 5 years, and it all started, when I was in theater, when I was on that stage, that feeling that I had, I never felt before, and I was like, I love this.
You like the attention, huh?
I loved it. It was awesome, and then,
What was the play?
it was this, my teacher wrote it. It was like a Cinderella reality, that's what it was called, and I played Cinderella,
Oh,
and I was very excited. I was very excited.
okay.
Yes.
And so, then movies. How did you go from that to start making movies? What inspired that?
That's a crazy story. I've always had that inspiration, but I went to a concert to go see Austin Mahone, and the things that happened, one thing led to another, and I was going down to go see him, and my mom had ran into Jose Tuñon. Don't know if you heard of him, but Jose. And, I said hi, we said hi, and then a few months later, he contacts me and says, would you like to be a part of my Chiquilla music video? And I was like, Mom, this is it? Like, this is it? We're going to do this, I was so excited. I remember I ran to my mom, and I was like, Mom. And we were at Winter Schnitzel. She was ordering. I was already sitting down, and I was like, Mom. She was like, what? What's going on? And I'm like, you remember Jose? She was like, yeah. That's how it happened.
Okay. And so, how many movies have you done since?
This On American Soil will be my third featured film. I did one short film. That was a while ago. I did Love Torn Between Two. That one's about to come out very soon in February next year. I was going in for an extra. They loved how I was doing, and they were like, you know what, you're rocking it. We're going to go ahead and write you in a role. I want you to do this. I want you to say this. And that's how it happened. I was
Wow,
like,
they
all right.
expanded your part, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what are you going to be playing in Michael's movie On American Soil? What's your character?
I'm going to be
I know
playing...
you can't talk too much about the good stuff, but
I'm going to be playing a young role, Emma. I'm a coyote. My story, the whole story actually is very emotional. It's going to have you at the edge of your seat. It's going to have you crying. It's going to put an impact to it's going to open to people's eyes. And that's what I want, a real eye opener.
what's the most challenging aspect of your role without giving anything away?
There's a lot of physical, and there's going to be emotional. There's going to be both.
Yeah.
It's going to be both.
Yeah, that's one of the type of characters in the film that her character alone also carries the film. So it also centralizes not on also on my character, but on hers also the importance of the plot of the story, and her character really carries a load of the film on her shoulders.
So you're the main character, and she's also
She's
a
also
principal part in the movie.
Yeah, she's one also the main characters also. So it's like she kind of supports my character, but my character in return supports hers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm basically his right hand in the film.
What do you mean by you're the right hand? His right hand in the film?
I am there for him as much as he is there for me. I can't exactly say, but I'm there for him. It's like we're each other's rock. Like, we know we got each other. We know he knows I'm going to help him in anything, and I know that he'll help me in anything. We'll get through it together.
I think this is going to be the most challenging role that you're going to play.
I don't know about challenging, but it's going to be the biggest role I've played. And I think that it's, like I said, it's going to open more doors because of the story. And that's something I'm very excited about. I am very, very thankful for the role that I've been given.
Yeah, and especially the fact that she's also will be tackling a big issue that's going on currently.
Yes.
And a lot of people will sympathize with her character, but there's other people that will not. And the challenge of hers is personal wise, people, how they make comments on social media and everything. Wow, well, you shouldn't be doing this character, blah, blah, blah. A lot of negativity will come towards that because there's so much division within the immigration issue. But that's what the story is going to generate, and that's what should impact the people to feel like.
Okay. What else you want to tell us about yourself? This is an opportunity for you to kind of promote yourself. What else would you like to put out there, kind of pitch yourself?
Besides acting, I also do modeling. I've done 2 fashion runway shows.
Mm-hmm.
The Forever Fashion and then Generation Fashion.
Those are companies that you're working with?
It's like the group.
Of models and stuff?
Yes.
So today we have JT Compost, and he is Maxine's acting coach. Welcome, JT. Welcome to the show.
Long time no see. How you doing,
Yes.
sir? Nice to meet you.
So, what can you tell us about Maxine? How is she? How did you start becoming her coach? How did that happen?
But I remember seeing Maxine and her mother in that crowd, and after our whole thing that day, they approached me and asked if I coached, pretty much.
Oh, they approached you.
Yeah, we approached it. Due to the projects that I've been on, it was a nice little meeting. We took some pictures. I'm currently on a TV series called Queen of the South right now. I play a character called Boaz, drug kingpin cartel. And anyway, so they've recognized me from some of the things I've done, took a picture, and then I was asked if I taught and did lessons and whatnot.
So what do you do? What's the process of coaching?
Oh, well, it varies. The process varies. First, I look at the character, look at the person. I want to kind of meet you for who you are first and foremost, see if you even have it, see what your hunger is, if you even have any.
What did you see in her?
Well, I saw the hunger that she had for wanting to do something in this industry that would give back. I saw that she wanted to really give back and share and be somewhat of a nurturing mother figure to her friends. I guess we all have our peers that listen to us, and I saw that this kid had some charisma, and I like that. I saw she was just hungry and ambitious, and on top of that, she has a great momager.
Yes.
Her mom is one hell of a manager, and going out there, seeing to it that her daughter has exactly what she wants. Being a parent myself, I like that. And I said, you know what? If the kid only needs to be coached a little bit, I'm going to do that. Took her under my wing, and that's why I'm here today, to make sure that she's not in a room with a bunch of strangers, people that, she doesn't know. The thing about this industry is wherever I'm at, I feel comfortable. I'm already home. That's one of the things I try to teach. Just like you go in there, you own it. You've been there before. Yeah. Doesn't matter where you're at.
How do you feel his coaching has helped you?
One thing that he's helped me with is I've always had a huge imagination, and he tested me one day, and he was like, I want you to write me, just write me something. It's like, okay. So the next time he came back, and I wrote him, like, how many pages was it?
I think it was like 7 or 8 pages of your whole little So the beautiful thing about the imagination of youth is, man, may you keep it and you never lose it. You know, I'm trying to get back into that with myself. And I saw that with Maxine. And I was like, look, kid, you can write. Don't ever lose that energy or that animo. You know, don't lose that creativity. Don't lose that passion. I want you to write something. Because everything she was doing at the time was like, okay, actors need their headshots. Actors need a demo reel. Actors need to have a body of work. Sometimes when you don't have that body of work, you got to go out there and create it yourself, you know. Therefore, meeting up with certain individuals like yourselves is important because then you'll have a little collaboration and a little collective is formed. And now the idea... and
Those hooligans.
Yeah, the hooligans, right? I'm hooligan 1.0. You know, I know that. I've started with JR way back in the past, you know, just having this ambition to want to film.
Anything.
Tell a story. Just to tell a story. So it was important for me to hear what kind of stories Maxine could share and tell. And in that, I guess she paid attention to me, her teacher.
What did she write? What did she write?
I'm getting there. So she paid attention to me, her teacher, and she knew subjects of history in my world that were of concern. And just so that I could shed light on the subject is parental alienation is a horrible thing. I suffer from it due to my ex-wife who's related to Satan. Hello, wherever you're at. So she touched my heart in writing a little subject or a little content story of a father trying to connect with his daughter again after being alienated, whether the father alienated himself or whether it was something that happened in the family. She didn't go that deep into the story, but I know that there was parental alienation that took place, and now this father's coming to see his daughter, and the daughter doesn't want anything to do with her father. And it was touchy for me, and I got to see that, wow, this kid can write. She can really dive deep into some serious content of matter that is touching. It's right there on you know, if you've ever dealt with parental alienation, then you understand that it could just cut and it's visceral when it hits. So that's what she did, and I said, you know what, we gotta film this. And due to the unreadiness of some people, we never got our film, our little piece of work in time enough to say that she could share with people out there that needed to see it or perhaps could see it. And that was just a little stressful at times, working with some unprepared people and people that said they can do something and then they underdeliver.
Who do you visualize yourself? Who's like somebody you role model after that's where I want to be?
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people,
Okay,
you know.
throw some names around. Drop them.
James Wan. I love him. He produces, he directs, and he writes. And then he'll do he'll pop up on his film like Stan Lee would on Marvel.
Make appearances.
Yeah, a cameo.
Cameos, yeah.
So I look up to Stan Lee and I look up very much to James Wan. And at first he would do scary movies. He did Saw. And that would have people at the edge of his seats.
So is that a director?
He does a little bit of everything.
He does a little bit of
he
everything.
also acts too?
Yeah. And that's,
That's what you like? You want to do that?
Yeah. He did Fast and Furious, and the one that he did, Fast and Furious 7, is my favorite one so far. He'll do different things. He doesn't just stick to one genre of movies, And that's what that's who I look up to, because I do see myself writing. I have already wrote a script. I just haven't shared it. I'm waiting like about a couple of years, and then I'll share it. I just want to do more acting first, and then I want to start writing, start directing. I don't want to just be an actress. I want to be all over. I want to do a little bit of everything.
So have you ever worked...
in the production company,
Yeah.
Have you ever worked on a Robert Rodriguez movie?
Nope.
Are you a
No.
fan of Robert Rodriguez?
I recently found out about him, and so I've been keeping up with him. I think...
What have you heard?
Over 25 years ago, I began production on my first feature-length film. No crew, one camera, and only $7,000. I've handpicked 5 aspiring filmmakers who have the heart and desire to tell their story and make their films with the same resources I gave myself back in 1991.
El Rey Network presents Rebel Without a Crew, the series.
You know, he's getting there. You know, he is working hard. And that's what I, appreciate about people. Because, there's people who just come up. And there's people who are, working their butts off. And I think those are the ones that deserve it the most. And him, the way he's going,
Robert Rodriguez, hello, sir. JT Compost here. Just wanted to say, still a big fan of your work and everything you're doing. I'm still in Texas, still available to work. Let me know. Still ready to go head over heels for this industry. Yeah, that means stunts, bro. Call me, por favor. Ya sabes. Just for the hell of it, man. I'm enjoying life, living with my friends, family and loved ones. This isn't even for you anymore, bro. This is just for everybody out there. Chase your dream, man. Go after it. Have a hunger for it, so much so that when it becomes a reality, it's better than any dream you ever could have imagined. Oh, and with that, I've got to go. That's my phone, man. That's all I'm allowed.
Now we got the momager, Teresa Contreras. I know you're very proud of your daughter. Please tell me what a momager is, please, because it's something new I'm learning right now.
First of all, thank you for having me on your show. Basically, momager, I'm the one who helps her get her gigs and just make sure that she continues what she's doing. Daughter.
Are you the one who encouraged this, or is this was something that she chose to do and you're supporting her?
I'm supporting her. This is something that she chose. She's been acting for several years already.
Were you ever an actress? Is that something that runs in the family?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Okay. So what else can you tell me about where you're projecting her career to go? What is the ultimate goal that you would like to see for your daughter?
I wish and I pray to God, and I thank God very much for every opportunity that He's giving her, every door that He's opened. But I pray and I hope that she gets very, very, very far. Very far.
And when you say far, what would be far for you? What?
I want to see my daughter in theaters. I want
Up
people
on
to
the
say,
big
you
screen,
know what?
huh?
I know Maxine.
I
That's
want an
what I want
Oscar.
to see. That's what I really want to see. And she's worked with a lot of great people, and I'm very, very, very grateful for all that.
If you had a chance, let's say you're on the elevator and Robert Rodriguez gets into the elevator and now you have an opportunity to pitch yourself. You're going from the first floor to the 13th floor.
13th.
What would you say to Robert?
Hey, Robert. My name is Maxine Contreras. I'm a fan. I'd love to work with you one day. I like your input on my acting skills. It means so much to me. And to work with you, it would be an honor.
Very good. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming on to the show. I wish you all the luck. And please stay tuned to our next episode. And for now, have a nice day.